Hey guys, welcome back to another anime drawing tutorial. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to draw Ryusui from Dr. Stone. So this is a very detailed tutorial, so it'll be broken down into an easy step-by-step lesson. So I'm using a digital tablet for drawing, but you can use a piece of paper and pencil to tag along. You might also need an eraser and a black pen or fine liner. So let's not waste any more time guys, and let's get stuck in. So let's start by drawing a circle in the center of the page. So when that's done, drawing the chin and a neck like shown. After that, we will draw in a horizontal guideline, which will be 2/3 down, just going across the circle. So using the guideline that we just drew, we are now going to draw in the eyes, along with the creases that go around them. Just underneath the guideline, draw in his nose, which is a slanted line along with a small dash for the nostril. Then under the nose, draw in his slight smile. Next, we're going to draw in another horizontal guideline going across the top of his eyes. This will help us draw in the ear on his side of his head and also the beginning of his hat. Using the line that we drew for the beginning of the hat, we are now going to draw two angled lines, one on each side, along with a horizontal line at the top. It will create a shape like a boat almost. With that shape, we are now going to draw in the front part of his hat. Afterwards, we're going to draw in the rest of the hat, and then we need to rub out any unwanted guidelines as shown. To finish the hat off, draw in all of the extra details as shown, including the emblem that's on the side of his hat. Now we'll draw in his hair, so this has been broken up into parts just to make it easier to follow. So when the hair is all drawn in, we then need to add in all the little extra details in the hair. To complete the head, we are now going to draw in his eyebrows, and they kind of look like little lightning bolts. So once that's done, we're then going to draw in the beginning of his shoulders for the next section. In the torso area, we're now going to draw in some lines to create a rectangle. Then we'll draw a line from his chin downwards. This is just going to help us draw in his collar. Afterwards, we're going to draw a horizontal line going behind his head. So this is going to be the top of the collar. We then need to draw two lines like shown so that they meet in the center line, creating an almost dysfunctional triangle. From the top of the collar, we are going to draw in one of the sides as well as the neckline on the other side. When this is done, draw in the smaller details just underneath his chin as well as around his neck/chest area. Using the lines of the first collar that we just drew, and we're going to draw one in underneath, so ensure that the lines of this collar are jagged. Draw in some small details on his second collar, then we're going to use his shoulder guidelines to draw in his two sleeves like shown. So at the bottom of each sleeve, we're going to draw in some wavy lines as shown, just to make the sleeves look a little jagged. When the base of the sleeves are done, we're now going to draw in some detailing, and we're just going to start with the left side. There is quite a bit, so feel free to pause at any time. We are then going to repeat the same step again, just on the other side. Next, we're going to draw in the guidelines around his waist. This will just be the beginning of his belt. When you are done, we're then going to go and draw some detailing on his torso and above the belt line as shown. Now for the belt. So start off by drawing in the sides of the belt, then draw in a square in the middle for the buckle. Next, draw in the detail for the buckle, as well as some of the detailing for the belt. Just below the belt, we're going to draw in some loose hanging parts of the belt, so don't forget to add in the little smaller details that look like stitching around the sides. Above the belt that we just drew in, we now need to draw in another one on top of it. So it will be the same as the first one that we drew, but just not so much detailing. Now the belt is finally completed, we now need to draw in the 4 buttons on the torso, along with some touch-ups to make the fabric look bunched near the belt. Below the waist, we're going to draw in the rest of his clothing, so we'll need to start by drawing in 3 vertical lines like shown. Next, add in the button, and then all the line details to create the creases in the fabric. Finally, we're up to drawing his arms, so starting with his right arm, drawing the guidelines along with the shapes followed. Then we're going to repeat the same step again, just for the forearm. Rub out any of the lines that we don't need anymore, and then we're going to add in a few details. From there, we're going to draw in the starting shape for his hand. At the top of this new shape that we've drawn in, we now need to draw in 4 small circles along with the lines. So only 2 of the lines that we drew need circles drawn at the top. Next, we're going to draw in a few fingers like so, then we're going to add in some more details. This next part may get a little messy, but feel free to pause at any time. So now we are going to fill in the extra details to create his 2 fingers pointing towards him and his thumb on the side. Now that mayhem is over, we are going to rub out all the unwanted guidelines, and then we're going to add in some extra details such as his nails and his knuckles. Now for the last arm. So from his left sleeve, we're going to draw in the guidelines along with the following shapes to start off his arm. Next, we're going to need to draw in 4 circles. This will be the base of the hand. Connect the top of the 3 smaller circles by drawing a few dipped lines. Then draw in 3 guidelines from those same circles. These are for the fingers. So using the guidelines that we put in, we now need to draw in his fingers. So remember, they aren't completely straight, there are a few bumps in there. When the fingers are completed, rub out the unwanted guidelines and add in the details of the hand like shown. Now that the hand is finally done, we're now going to go back to the arm and rub out the guidelines, and then we're just going to add in a few more details. When you are happy with your results, we are now going to outline your masterpiece with either a black pen or a fine liner. This part is completely optional for you guys. I always love doing this. So now that the outlining is all completed, we can color in. So feel free to use anything you like. At the moment, I am using Procreate for this tutorial. And there we have it, guys, your very own drawing of Ryusui from Dr. Stone. If you liked this video or found it helpful in any way, don't forget to boop that like button. And also don't forget to subscribe for some more helpful drawing videos and content.